I have a rule when it comes to reviewing cars in CDT. If a car does less than 180 miles an hour, I will review it fully tuned. If it does more than 180 miles an hour, I will review it bone stock. This car doesn't meet the threshold. It does exactly 180 miles an hour. But what makes it worse is that I was thinking of changing the rule. I was thinking, if I review a car and it comes as standard with a street or no upgrade, that's when I fully tune it. If it comes with a sport or race upgrade, no tune. This one comes with a sport upgrade, which is pretty silly considering the fact that it is actually a street car. In fact, it's the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR, specifically the one from the Fast and Furious franchise. It's one of those tuner cars that I really couldn't care less about, to be honest. They don't do anything for me. But this one in particular annoys me. See, the R34 had a fail-safe 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive system, which basically means it's 2-wheel drive for normal driving, but then if it feels like you're about to, lose grip, it will swap to 4-wheel drive. I don't think this one in CDT is all-wheel drive as standard, which it should be. I mean, this is all-wheel drive as standard. I'm pretty sure I haven't changed the drivetrain. Yeah, I haven't changed the drivetrain, but this one's rear-wheel drive. Don't know why they made it rear-wheel drive, but it annoys me greatly. In fact, anyone that takes one of these, uber high-tech cars and then goes and yobbifies them just annoys me generally. It's really silly. In actuality, I really like the Skyline. I think it's just because the Fast and Furious franchise isn't for me. In its own right, this car is brilliant. It's a Japanese super saloon. Well, not super saloon, but sports saloon. Basically their M3 rival. It's relatively practical on a day-to-day basis. It's pretty good looking, and I think it dominated Japanese touring cars. I know a few of the other GTRs did, but I'm not sure if this one did. I would presume so, though. And it was also one of the cars back in Nissan's cool era. Probably one of the final cool cars they made. Before they settled into Notes and Leafs and Muranos. It's a real shame. A reminder of a forgotten era. A really good one as well. What really annoys me though is how, because of the Fast and Furious franchise, these things aren't the people's heroes they used to be. They've accelerated in value because people want to buy them and make stupid mods on them. Like, not even leave them stock and just enjoy them. Wide bodies, silly wheels, nitrous. It's really bad. I'm a genuine hater of modified cars. And this one's been hit worse by the plague. Always makes me feel sad. It's quite quick in CDT actually. In fact, it's really quick. Goes up to 180 miles an hour and is a 6-speed manual, or at least it would be in real life. It's just a 6-speed in this. 6-speed is just the right amount of gears, so you can slow it down on these pretty good brakes actually, and then more power. Power is really good, which is lucky actually. Because it means that they haven't nerfed it to hell like they did the standard R34. The one that cost about 60 grand and you can buy anytime, any day. They did this one justice. But you forget that this is a car that's had a second life with a different kind of people that do modified cars. Not Fast and Furious rubbish, but Toge Racing. Or Touge Racing. I have no idea how to pronounce it. The first time I saw the word I thought it was Tauge, but, you know. This is a really good cornering car. This thing can hit apexes. It's, you know, it's got a nice... How do I put the chassis? It's like sort of springy. The suspension is supple, so it rolls a bit, but not ludicrously. But the best bit is you can just blast it through the corners, absolutely send it. And it's fun to do so because it handles so crisply. It's really good. But this is where we do the Fast and Furious stuff. We go drifting. So let me absolutely send it. Okay, that's not so bad. Would help if my phone wasn't so laggy and rubbish, but there we are. Right, another time. Absolutely send it. Very good. It's quite good at sliding this, but also very easy to get back. You don't end up accidentally overdrifting. Right, here we go. Send it. Never mind. Right. Yeah. A little bit sluggish, but pretty good. 8 out of 10, I'd say. So, Godzilla returns to the track. But is he out of practice? Or is it just like he never left? Time to find out. I think what's going to be interesting here is how it'll cope being rear-wheel drive. Like, this is not a car designed for rear-wheel drive, but I think in CDT it's just handling-wise. Genuinely one of the best handling cars I've driven in quite a while. But let's find out. Here we go. Power. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's tilting. Through these bends, I can finally hit all the corners crisply and cleanly. A little bit of lifting for that corner. First junction. This is so good. Nice and easy. Bit too wide through there. Well, far too wide actually. Inexcusably wide. I was trying to be a bit nice to myself, but I thought, nah. Honesty's the best policy. Nice up the banking. More power through the curve. More power to the finish line. 47.2. I know it may seem slow, but you've got to remember this is a standard car. No acceleration upgrades or handling upgrades. I mean, you factor that in, that's a pretty good time. So, is it worth finishing an entire season for this car? Yes. Simple as. That, like, this tuned one I'm driving right now is even better, but the standard car is just fine. So get this car. Oh wait. Sorry. Forgot it was on the Elite Pass. I thought it was the Batmobile that was on the standard pass, but no, this is the Elite Pass car, so I have no idea whether you should complete the season now. It all comes down to the Batmobile. But you gotta wait for tomorrow for that. So, on that anticipated bombshell, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned.